guys, so today I'm going to be sharing with you all a MAC haul. I placed an order. It's pretty big, mostly lip stuff. I cleaned out a ton of lip stuff like several months back, and I was left with certain things that I kept, like some plum colors and some, you know, some reds and like really dark pinks, things that I don't wear on a daily basis, things that I know that, like, you know, just for the sake of keeping some, like for diversity, because I may need a red here and there or something. So I cleaned out a lot of stuff, but I kept some of that stuff as well. But all of my like go-to everyday colors, I was left with maybe like just a handful of MAC colors, and since then I've used a ton of those. I've really just been using like 2 colors lately, and I thought it was time to sort of refresh my stash. And when I clean out, like, I am just sort of no nonsense about getting rid of old stuff. If something's old or smells off or looks off, I'm gonna get rid of it because I'm not gonna use it. Like, if you think for a second, that might be old, you're not gonna reach for it again. So I really try to keep my lip stuff, especially, and eye stuff. But regardless, I cleaned out a lot of my lip stuff. I was left with not a whole lot of everyday things, so that's where this sort of came in. So I got 2 lip liners, I got 7 lipsticks, and a face product. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna swatch all of these for you guys. So we're gonna go through these together. I got some new ones that I had never really tried before, which is kind of exciting. So I got this color called Lip Blossom, and it's a really pretty, kind of has that weird, like, looks like it's been like sweating. Anyways, it's a really pretty like peachy pink, and I'll just sort of swatch all these on my hand. Looks like so. Looks really, really pretty. Looks like a good one. It's very shiny and creamy. It's a luster, but it has good payoff because some lusters don't. Next is Velvet Teddy, and it's a color you've probably heard of a lot. This is a matte shade. I was gonna say it looks more dry like a matte, but it's a very natural like brown shade and has crazy pretty payoff. And I've really been liking lip colors like that lately, like with lip liner. I just don't think I've ever owned this color, which is crazy because I've heard about it for years, but I've never had it. Next is Brave, and it's another one of those colors. It's kind of like this that I really like wearing, but this one has a bit more of like a mauve-y rosiness to it. So this one's a lot more pink than Velvet Teddy, but you can see how pretty it is. Really nice, really nice. Next, if I sound a little stuffy, it's because I am. I swear, like, this last phase of pregnancy, I can't believe I'm like at 34 weeks already, but I've been so congested. It's just nuts. But anywho, next is this color called Faux, which when I opened them I thought, okay, that's really close to Brave, the one that I just showed. And they are very close. These are probably the closest lipsticks that I got. This one I would say is a bit more plummy, and I would say Brave is a bit more pink. So there they are side by side. But again, these are those colors like I have been really, really liking lately. Next is Coral Bliss, and I kind of thought I may have this. I'll feel really stupid if I do, but I don't think I do because I think I would be wearing it if I did. But yeah, I don't think I have this. But anyways, it's really pretty. It is a cream sheen. I love the cream sheens, and looks like that. So it really is corally, but it's not like paint. Like, it's actually wearable and pretty. So cannot wait to wear that. And 2 more lipsticks. I'll show this one last. Oh, I'll do this for compare. Well, these aren't really that comparable. Peachblossom. I had never had this color. Well, I take that back. I think I may have had it a very, very long time ago, but I just never repurchased it. But it's a very natural, like very, very wearable peach. Whereas that color that I just showed, the Coral Bliss, may not be something that you just throw on every day because it is so bright. This one I think you could get away with wearing however, whenever. It's kind of similar, but not as bright. So you can kind of see it's right there. So the Coral Bliss is it's the one right above it. It's a lot brighter, and the Peachblossom is a little more sheer, a little shinier, and has a bit more pink to it. It's a little more wearable, I would say. And then I repurchased one of my favorite colors, which is Blankety. I did get rid of this in my whole clean out. think I showed it as a part of my favorites when I did that favorite MAC lipstick video, but then I threw it out after that because it smelled. So it's another one of those that I wouldn't really call like a nude lipstick, because it's not. It's a natural nude color, I guess you would say, but it is more dark. It's a little darker. So it's not gonna look like, it's not gonna like wipe you out or look nude. It's just beautiful. For darker skin tones though, I don't even know, because it has a bit of a mauviness to it. So it's really pretty. It's definitely not like a peachy or a fleshy nude. It's kind of like a mauvey natural color. So I really like that one. I got 2 lip liners, which I'm really glad that I got. However, they're very similar, and I didn't really know that when I bought them. I knew that both of them would be, I didn't expect them to be like incredibly different. I knew they would be ones that I would wear a lot, but they are so similar, it's crazy. And they're very similar actually to Half Red, which is the color that I mentioned in my last favorites video that I love so much and I've been wearing like crazy. It's really not red at all. But I'll swatch Half Red first and we'll compare it to that. So that is Half Red. It's a very mauvey color. A lot of these I'm like describing as that, but a lot of them are more of like a pinky, that pinky plumish color. So that's what Half Red looks like. Not really red at all. It's sort of a little on the darker side. I wear it with like even the most nude lipsticks though. Like I just kind of blend it in and it looks really good. So next is Soar. This is the one that I purchased. I love new lip pencils. Now Soar is very similar. I would say if you have Half Red, you don't need Soar because they are crazy similar. But I would say if you were gonna compare them, this is Soar and then Half Red is more toward the middle, so that's Soar. If you're gonna compare them, I would say it's very similar in color. They're in the same color family for sure, but Soar is a little more pink, just like a hair more pink. I wouldn't even say it would be, it's just, they're very crazy similar. And then Whirl is the other color that I got, and I think I had this in the past as well. And just by looking at it, I thought, okay, this is gonna be the more brown version of those two. And it is. However, it is still extremely similar. I would say if you had any of these, you probably would definitely not need to buy any of the others. I'd say the 2 most similar ones, after looking at all 3 of them now side by side, is Whirl and Half Red. So if you have one of these, don't feel like you need the other. The Soar is the one in the middle, and it is just a hint, maybe brighter and pinker, but nothing like super noticeable. So that's what all those look like. So that's all my pretty newbies. But you know, I think it's good because they're all a bit different. It's not like I got a whole bunch of shades that are too similar. I like that I got some corals and some different things. Just really good colors, I think, for every day. And then I had to get a new Mineralized Skinfinish Natural. If you've been watching my channel for a long time, you know that I've raved about this stuff for years. I've used it as a finishing powder. I've used it over concealer just as a quick foundation when my skin's been pretty good and I didn't have a whole lot to cover. It's just really good, and this is what it normally looks like. And for years I've always said, you know, I wish that it came with a mirror, because sometimes, you know, that'll pop out and you just can't see what you're doing when it's in your purse. You can't pull it out and use it. You have to use a mirror somewhere else. So this is one of my favorite, I would say this is my favorite touch-up powder of all time. The finish is just super natural and pretty, but it gives you just a hint of coverage. Not like where it's gonna make your foundation look crazy or it's gonna ruin the look of your foundation. It just complements like any foundation, I think. I guess that would be the best way to describe it. But when I saw that they have the new packaging, I just sort of flipped out and thought I need that so bad. Especially, I'm gonna bring this to the hospital. I'm gonna put this in my hospital bag. So I think this will be really good because it has a mirror and it'll be something that's kind of like an all-in-one product that I can use for anything. I'm such a smeller, I have to smell everything, but it smells good. But I just love, they just look so pretty. They're just domed and they're like sort of just creamy and pretty looking. But I use the shade Light Plus. I've also used the shade Medium in the past, and it's just nice. I love this new packaging. I really have also, I will say, I have been enjoying the Bare Minerals, is it the Bare Skin? It's the new finishing powder that they have. I've really been enjoying that as well. That one, I would say, gives the same exact finish as that. It's very natural, but it doesn't have any like color to it. So, so I am enjoying, I just always go back to that MAC Mineralized Skinfinish Natural. It's just like your favorite, it's like your favorite foundation or your favorite this or favorite, you know, you may try different things and you may really like them over the years, but there's just something so special when you go back to that like holy grail product that you have. It's just always just so much better, and that's what that is for me. So that is it. I hope that y'all liked the little peek of the new things that I got. I'm excited to have some different lipsticks because I feel like I have been wearing the same exact ones for months, which is, it's good. It's nice to have just a handful. Even to have like these 7 to add, because I know that's a lot of lipstick, but just to sort of add that in to like the 2 colors that I've been using lately, it's nice. But I do have another beauty video coming this week. It's a tutorial, so look out for that. And I will talk to you all very soon. Bye.